when we were kids, me, Mega, and God bless B, we formed something called the MC Def Squad, and we used to ride around the city of Chicago. And this is a fact. You can ask anybody from Chicago during that era. We would pull up in various places. It could have been a drug tip. It could have been just a cipher downtown in the library. But we would pull up. God bless Beats was the illest beatboxing motherfucker there was. He is raw with beatboxing. And we would hop out of cars and we would run up like, oh, y'all think y'all rapping? And we would just go crazy. I would set it off and I get busy. And we come from that era of cipher battling. So, I'd take out 3 or 4 people. They'd send their rawest person in and I would just put that smile on my face like, okay, yeah, great. Mega, sick 'em. And MC Megaton go in there like a Megaton bomb and go crazy. Goes crazy. Like he's a threat out here. No, that happened. That ain't happened until the later era of life. In the pure young era, we used to hold our liquor much better.
You are now listening to the Abyss Podcast with Carl the White Monk, Primo Jab, and Dookie Cage. Hip hop on a higher form. Going further down pause, further down pause, further down pause. Tap in.
By the way, thank you so much for coming on the joint, Chuck Chan. Like boom, boom, boom. Your numbers are looking great. As far as like streaming and stuff, they is up there. They up there, yo.
Yeah, we're gonna get into some interesting projects you've been doing. So
are we? Yeah, this is episode 70.
I'm ready. We're rolling.
Yeah, ready to roll.
Episode 78, huh?
8.
Yeah, 78,
bro. Up there.
Let me kick it off, yo. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody, welcome to the Abyss Podcast, the issue 78. How you doing, Carl? That's a dope hoodie you got there, yo.
Yeah, this is a one-off, so no one will get this one. But it's got the spray can joint on the back, and I'm fly as always.
Yeah, but we could put that out later on. Shit, I'm dropping my side audio.
Who knows?
Shit.
I got ideas.
My side audio and shit. Yeah, definitely.
People seem interested. Ideas, merch. We'll do some other stuff.
Yeah. You got a cigar?
Yes, sir.
There you go, man. You back on the cigar tip. Hey, yo, boom, Primo Jab, how are you?
Man, I'm good, brother. I'm blessed, man. Happy to be here. 78 issues in here, episodes in here, man. Ready to rock, man.
Love this shit.
Ready to rock and roll. And now we have a special guest in the building, you know what I'm saying? He's been putting in hard work, you know what I'm saying? His numbers is up there. He's rocking and rolling. We have Chuck Chan in the building. Chuck Chan. 716.
Right.
What's going on?
How you doing, my dude?
You from Buffalo? You from Niagara? Where you from up in 716?
It's actually south of Buffalo.
Okay.
It's E.L.E.M.N., New York. If you're familiar with A-10 basketball, you probably heard of like St. Bonaventure Bonnies. It's
the Bonnies, yeah.
Yeah. So that's like 5-10 minutes from my house.
Okay,
University.
Yo, I was doing the knowledge, and you ever heard of? I like a lot of different genres of music. Have you ever heard of Cannibal Corpse?
Yes.
Cannibal Corpse, huh?
Possibly. Is it like
Is it like extreme death metal?
Okay, like sort of like isn't there a joint called like Hypnotic Clam Bake?
Yes, they're just all of their songs are very graphic horror titles. Their album covers are wild. And
they're from up that way. They from up that way.
Gore, death, grind, kind of heavy metal band. Yeah. Very popular in the heavy metal scene.
I can't believe that you actually knew it. Knew. I cannot believe. because like once you hit that you hit that right there. But they're from up that way, from like Buffalo area and stuff like that. Yeah, that is wild. But that's why I think a lot of music up there comes off a little bit more artsy. Know what I mean? Boom. I'm laughing at that death metal shit, B. Like I think that shit was hilarious.
Well, it also falls in line with the aggressiveness. I mean, there's, it's, very in line with that kind of, and this is the parallel that I think hip hop and metal have always had, is it's that aggression, that raw anger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fucks
Passion.
with it though. Yeah, but boom, hip hop music is better than death metal any day. if you ask me, man. Well, how you doing, my dude? Well, how you doing? How you been, man? How things hanging up there in Buffalo, or in the Buffalo area?
Good. I have no complaints. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously Buffalo has had a rough couple of years with everything, that goes on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's my life is great, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a great spot. You know what I mean? I'm involved musically, working with people that I want to work with, and that's a good feeling because there's been longer for more of my music career. It hasn't been that way. So,
I understand. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I just feel real fortunate, be able to to do this shit.
That's cool.
True indeed. Now let's take it back. I'm saying because like a lot of people probably want to know about how you got started and how you got to this. Explain like how you got your name. Like how is Chuck Chan like derived from your name, or your government name, or is a nickname you got? Or how that arrive?
My grandpa, my mother's father, used to call me that because I had a big head and I looked like the detective show from
Charlie
like
Chan.
the 1920s. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So he used to just call me, "Hey, Charlie Chan," or "Hey, Charlie," or that type of deal. So, I used to do, back in high school, got turntables, like I think my junior year. And, was trying to think of names. I think I went by like the Prince or something, just DJing, but when me and my buddy Deuce Hennessy got together back then, he lives in the same city. I kind of remembered that name and thought it would be sort of fly to use.
True indeed.
It was like, so that's how that came about.
Yeah, it comes nice. Pause. It comes nice off the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Chuck Chan. That a Charlie Chan? Yeah.
A little alliteration, a little bit of alliteration, and it's always helpful with that, little catchiness, I guess.
Well, it's actually just, and real quick, something that's kind of unique in hip hop that has kind of happened over time. Like, so Lukey Cage, right? It's a play on it, right? You've got Chuck Chan. When you take like Nicholas Craven, is kind of, and I don't know if that's his real name or anything, but it certainly sounds a lot like the dude that does the horror movies.
Wes Craven,
right?
Wes Craven, right?
And people will take these kind of these names that are kind of similar to a celebrity or to a famous idol or icon or something. It's cool because it gives you this launching pad for all kinds of really cool themed projects and all kinds of cool shit.
Yeah, that's like that. That was, it was. I look back and I was real thankful that I rode with that because for that. I mean, I didn't pick it because of that. I picked it when I was. I mean, I think I was 19 I was 19 to 20 years old, and all the guys I rode with around here now, call me Chan. You know what I mean? So that's. But like, it was helpful with that because I can always use those episodes on things for different sound bites. So it makes, it's just a nice little way to tie up some stuff with projects and things like that, on a couple projects I've done that,
Yeah,
those 40s, the ladies be talking in the 1940s, Charlie Chan, that type of thing. It's always,
gives you cool sound bites, definitely.
Yeah.
That is fire, yo. You know what I'm saying? Chuck Chan, yo. So you got your first tables like 19?
No, I was in high school. I was
18.
I started DJing first, and I was curious about rap, and I thought I was going to get turntables and be able to like make beats with turntables. I didn't even understand. I remember one of my best friends came over, and I think I was just scratching. Like I had a CAT Camcorder 2. I had 4 tracks. I would do like mixtapes, and they were straight up garbage. You know what I'm saying? And like I would have like I think All Eyes on Me, and I would be scratching. My buddy was like, "What are you doing scratching over pop like that? Like you can't." So but that that was, I think that was my first step to wanting, to making hip hop like an active part of my life other than, just being a listener. I was a tape collector, a woo head since, eighth grade, my mom and dad took the Chronic away from me. Onyx and Back the Fuck Up got taken away from me in one tragic car ride.
That's what's up. That's dope.
Yo. Before we go further, can you
tragic car ride?
Please, because I'm.
Hey, I got a tale like that too, man. I got my Slick Rick thrown out the window. Great adventures.
Can we please tell these stories? Chuck, please tell that story about how you got your shit thrown away. Yes. I want to tell mine too a little bit. It's short, but go ahead.
Well, I was going to New Jersey with my cousins, and it was like a car ride, and both of my cousins are girls, and we're crammed in the back of this Jeep Cherokee, and like we were, I think, switching music just to compromise. So my mom's up there DJing with the tape player and something, and we put in, I think it was the Chronic, and it just did.
Nice.
I mean,
oh my God!
My dad used to listen to Tone Loc and all that stuff. My dad listened to Kool Moe Dee, El DeBarge, Tone Loc, Lionel Richie, all that stuff, Temptations, all that good stuff. But yeah, I got put onto the real hardcore stuff. Then that stuff got snatched up, and it was from there. Just still had to persevere though. So,
Did they throw it out the window or something? Did they throw it out the window?
I think it was it wasn't like it was just, she just took it, and I think she probably threw it out because I never see it again. So I don't know.
Tragic.
It a rest stop garbage can or some shit. Like, I don't know.
The bigger question: did you get another copy?
I don't think I did get another copy of the Chronic like it's taped, because that was the actual version. So I mean, I had versions of it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I used to. So I used, the double cassette decks were. I would do a bunch of, like pretty much make pause tapes and stuff that they were garbage. I'm not saying I was doing dope stuff, but that's what I was doing. That sort of made me want to get into making beats.
Right. Well, I was just trying to prove a point to parents that you can't keep your kids from listening to stuff. You can throw that shit out, but they're going to get another copy.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Shit. Oh, my story. Yeah. I think we all have a similar story, but my story is a little different. Me and my brother, we were like 7 and 8 respectively, maybe even, probably about that young. And we went down to Atlanta for King Fest. I'll never forget it. And we went and I bought the bootleg version. We had the choice between buying Kid and Play, the one with Kid and Play back to back on the cover, or the Great Adventures of Slick Rick. So I was like, man, I'm getting this Great Adventures of Slick Rick. I hadn't heard it before. It just, something in my soul was like, that's the one you want. So I got, it was just something about Slick Rick sitting on top of that wall and posed out like that. It just spoke to me. I was like, yo, that's the one we getting. So we got the bootleg copy. It was like $8. We bought it in front of the Martin Luther King Memorial. I'll never forget it. And so we're on the road trip riding back from Atlanta. And me and my brother, we're passing the headphone back and back, listening to the illest album I've ever heard in my life to this day. I love The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. And, we're just having a ball. We probably played it at least 6 times back and forth before
Chicago.
Before my mother turned around and was like, what y'all listening to back there? We're like, I had the wherewithal to say nothing, and try to just act like nothing was going on. And my brother was like, yeah, it's the new tape that we got. He's always been a little too open with revealing our behavior. So, passed it up to the front, and lo and behold, wouldn't you know, the one song that's on there, Treat 'Em Like a Prostitute. So that's what comes on. And not only that, she let it play because it came on. It kicks in so raw, and they let that ride. And, the verse He builds up the verse. Slick Rick builds that verse up, but it all ends up to this line. You seen the mailman's dick way up your wife's throat. My mother heard that. Her eyes popped out her head. She pushed the tape and tossed that shit somewhere in Tennessee where it sits on the side of the road to this day. I'm sure. That's my story about it. Yeah.
Tragic.
Hey, that's when I fell in love with hip hop. That's the day it happened. I'm pretty sure of that.
Everybody got their story, but the last thing my dad ran over or threw away chopped up was Jay-Z, the Dynasty album. He ran it over with the car.
Why?
Because I ain't supposed to listen to rap music. I'm not supposed to listen to rap music.
It's like, damn, you took an L for such a subpar album. Like the Dynasty album was decent, but it wasn't like the illest album ever in the world. If you went like the Chronic, you know what I mean? Like
I was kind of fortunate in a sense that my parents.
I had the tape.
I was kind of fortunate in a sense that my parents got divorced when I was really young, and I lived with my dad, so he was working all the time. So I got away with a lot of shit. But I distinctly this wasn't hip hop. It was actually comedy. But back in the day when you could rent videos from the video store.
Oh hell yeah.
My dad would, on Friday nights, take us to the video store, my sister and I, and we get to pick out a tape each, and then he'd pick something out, and we'd go home, and, that was entertain yourself.
Friday night.
So we picked up Eddie Murphy's Delirious.
Woo!
And...
good choice.
We had watched it twice in a row. Before the third viewing, he came down to see what we were watching, and sat and started to enjoy it with us until he got to the Mr. T part with the fuck me up the ass. And he realizes that my sister and I are quoting it. Oh, that's it. Tape's out. Gone.
It's definitely done.
Wow. Good times, man. Good times.
I am looking for the brand new tape for the Dr. Dre The Chronic. They said it goes for $12. That is a lie.
Hey, hold on. While you looking for that, I want to go back to something you said before, Chuck. It's wild that you said you were scratching over All Eyes on Me. It's been 20 years since that album came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just celebrated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild, man. I mean, I love that album too. And it's like, amazing. Damn, that's been 20 years. Shit. Crazy.
I was late to Pac. I was more so, just East Coast. I love Big, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang Clan, so it was almost like, I think I would have been, I think I was a senior in high school when Pun passed away.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but I love Pac, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was sort of like everybody had, within my group of friends, everybody had everybody's one of their discs of All Eyes on Me. If you had both of those CDs, like you were stunting.
Oh wow!
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
wild, yeah.
But yeah, I remember my buddy Gabe was like, "Man, you can't be doing Pac like that." Like I'm trying. I think it was Ambitious as a Rider too, and that little scratch
that shit
was like
so hard.
Yeah, it was like a DJ rectangle, one of those vinyls, the colored vinyls, and those are worth money these days. I had a bunch of those. I still have them around here somewhere, but I was doing the little it's just that that pitch that's like sounds like, and it was just like doing all that stuff on there. But I thought it was cool, but it wasn't.
Yeah, you live and you learn. But what's cool to you might not be cool to somebody else, but someone else might think that shit is the dopest shit ever. Know what I mean? What?
Yeah,
this brings us back a lot of nostalgia. What you saying, dubbing tapes, 2 tape decks. You know what I'm saying? That's how I first started with music, was recording with 1 tape deck with another tape deck, and having myself sing on this one, but play my hands like this right here. Like, yeah. Right. So when you say that makes you start recording, I mean, it's your introduction to hip hop. Like, that's how a lot of people got into making music, period, as youngin'. The Fisher Price, know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The Tascam 4-track.
The Tascam Porta 2, that was You know, I mean, before that, I had a Panasonic boombox, and I mean, I remember there's a lot of freedom with that. I mean,
the one with the levels on it. Absolutely.
It had the RCA plugins on the side. I mean, you could plug a microphone in it and stuff. I didn't utilize it until after I figured out the DJ stuff. I mean, when I would record stuff, I would just hit the record and record it like through the speakers.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, but I wasn't doing anything serious, you know, but you know, after I DJ'd and figured out how to hook up all this stuff, then I was like, damn, like this thing is actually a cool thing. But by that time, it was like, I was just trying to get, that would have been like, you know, 98, 99, 2000. I was trying to get stuff put on a CD by then. You know, using like Acid or Cool Edit, that type of stuff, you know.
Cool Edit Pro.
Yeah, so it's hilarious, and it's great that things have come sort of full circle with not only the sound but also like the medium of music, which is great, you know.
True indeed. But around the time you was trying to put stuff on CDs, like, this is when you was full-fledged in there. Were you rapping? Were you you just DJing, or what were you doing around that time, about 2000?
Me and let's see, I graduated from high school from real early 2000s. Me and my good friend, brother Deuce Hennessy, had a little rap crew, you know, called the 716 Natives. And we were just putting, you know, we made like, actually, hold on a second. I'll go grab you a little cover that we did, you know, like for a CD or something. It's right over there.
You started it. Man, while he going Natives. And looking, man. Yeah, 716.
You got it quick.
Yeah.
That's a fly name.
All my First Nations. All them like, up there.
If you can see, this is like just a piece of copy paper that we did, but if you see, like I put like try to do 716 with the matches.
04.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's dope.
So you know, Deuce is really, he was nice. I mean, he still is nice. He was always just super dope. And I was always a guy that had stuff to record, to do, you know, a 4-track, that type of stuff. And so we just sort of did stuff together really early on, and just hanging out, doing stuff that kids do. You know what I mean? It was just fun stuff.
So
you know?
Absolutely. That's how it should start. That's the origin, I think, and the essence of all of this. If you're not authentically loving it, then what you doing it for? You know, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, I still feel like you mean even to this day, this shit wasn't, if I didn't love, if it wasn't fun, I wouldn't do it at all. And I mean, I really just want to have fun, and you know, it can make you sort of feel like you're in a time capsule if you're around the right people having fun doing that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, gives you some, you know, some purpose, and, you know, identifying and all that stuff, you know. I think even as grown ass men, to a point, you know, that's just necessary, because there's a lot of grumpy ass cats walking around with nothing to identify.
Yeah.
You know, right. And I consider myself a happy, you know, I'm happy, easy going. You ain't gonna get much of a rise out of me, you know, unless, you know, so that's just how I like to keep it. And this music definitely is something that helps with that.
Yeah, true indeed. It's like a group of where we all could come and get our ideas out, and we could build. Like, this is like, and that's one of the greatest parts about this resurrection of the so-called golden era type of music. We all have a place that we belong now with a lot of people. Yeah. So
man. You know, like, cool, I mean, like, just kicking it and talking music and talking this stuff is fun. I enjoy it.
True indeed.
Well, I guess you're going to enjoy this, because I got plenty of shit to talk. All right, here we go. Like, this is the reason why I wanted to reach for you, man, and have you on here, man. You've been doing your thing over the past, let's say, 3 years in the heart of this renaissance. Your name has stuck out as one of the main people who always gets love on Insomniac list. The one of the illest top 10s to ever crack, and you're on there. It seems like every week. Yeah, that's the real top 10. Like, I mean, they are some hip hop snobs, boy, because you could not get on their list, but you're on there. Chuck Chan always has a placement. No, please. Hey, they know they're knowledgeable.
They
have high
standards, and that's dope.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because I mean, I remember. I think they picked us up or something, and I remember just following them. And then I was like the first time they ever picked it up, I was like this used to be a magazine. Like this used to be a magazine, like way back. I mean, I knew it was. I knew it, but I was like, kind of like, what the fuck? Like they messing with my. I was like, holy shit. You know, and then,
how they that's pretty.
How they find me?
I'm like, exactly.
Yeah. You know, I think a lot. I think this is just my opinion, but I remember there's a Fadeaway Barber.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A while ago, I'm not even. I haven't seen a lot, but he expressed interest in some of, early on projects that weren't even really. I wouldn't even say the projects now because like they're gone. I mean, I probably have it in, he had hit me up, but not even hit me up. We just interacted on Twitter and I had sent him some stuff or he would like retweet stuff. So I don't know if that had something to do with them hearing it. I don't know how they just listen to it, but yeah, like for them cats to pick up what I was doing is crazy to me. And to keep picking it up, I mean, I think my shit's nice, don't get me wrong, but I was just like, wow. Okay.
No, it's dope validation, man. I think it's something that's well earned. It's one of those milestones that I think a lot of us, especially in this new renaissance, this invisible renaissance, this abyss, we really appreciate the recognition of it, right? Because we're all out here just doing it for the love and working tirelessly in our own little corner. But when you get that spotlight, when you get somebody outside, and not only that, somebody who's already established in a way like Insomniac or like Fadeaway Barber, both of them, when
respected.
They're the people that respected people that are actually tapped in, when they see what you're doing, it kind of validates you, and you're like, yeah, exactly. We working out here, and it keeps the wind in your sails to keep you going further. I think it's a great thing.
No, I definitely. Well said. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why, like I said, I wanted to bring that up because, again, shout out those two dudes and three dudes, because I guess Insomniac is two people and then the Fadeaway Barber. Yeah, I believe it is. There's some old school true journalists. So salute to them, salute to what they do. But I mean, again. You stay with some work and you got a wider range of characters you working with. I mean, you work with people like Benny Vendetta, Supreme Cerebral,
Black Nazi.
You got the whole
AKA Family Game Black.
No, that's not. That's he worked with G-Fam Black, not Family Game Black. It's the other one, right? You don't work with
G-Fam.
Yeah, you don't work with Family Gang. Yeah, exactly. The home team.
G-Fam.
Yeah, let's talk.
That's not the same guy.
No. Family Gang Black is Black Nazi. That's BBM. That's up there in Toronto.
Oh man,
G-Fam Black is from Massachusetts. Yeah. He from Brockton, Massachusetts, and he down with the home team. That's like Killy Shoe.
That's why that's why I was. That's why I was kind of confused.
Encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Bro, I do my homework, man. Come on,
working it.
I love this culture,
but the
bro.
the Blunt Force trauma joint was okay, boom.
Exactly. Right. I
was wondering,
but not only that, Pappy Natson, goddamn it, Bless Picasso. I mean, the list goes on.
Bless. That's my guy right there. Bless.
Of course, that's our guy. Oh, and let alone, see, this is where I stumbled across you for the first time. That Desolate Lands, with Substance. Exactly, that joint, right that here. Joint. Y'all are legends. You have a character,
fucking merch.
Man.
You have Lego characters, man. Like, come on, man. You on a whole different level right now.
Yeah, that's like, Sub is. Me and Sub are friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's but he does. he goes. I call him like the Michigan Master P.
Oh,
what I'm
wow.
saying?
Nice.
That's dope.
I mean, that's just what I say with him, because like he's about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's anybody that I feel that can succeed or do, like, that guy's drive is nuts. I mean, he's business minded. Like, I'm not business minded and shit like that. I'm a lab rat. I like to chill out here. Like, that cat is just real driven. He's got great ideas. Like,
so indeed,
you know what I'm saying? Like, real knowledgeable about a lot of shit. So, you know what I mean? It's just cool to have. I got a lot of, back to, my HomeTeam brothers. Talking about being around cats that, like, just push you to make dope shit. I mean, there's always just this, healthy competition, whether it's like with back pain, like, pushing my pen or getting beats to him, or, like, it's just always, we talk on the phone regularly.
Yeah, it's dope.
Dope.
That
That's
you're
very
also.
dope.
I think that's one of the other aspects about you, is that you're an MC as well as a producer. That's a rare, two hats that you're wearing right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's not too many people that play both sides like that.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you, fellas. You're keeping our purity in line. Well done. But I mean, but not only that, you're an MC, you're a producer. You dabble in DJing, but you down with the graffiti culture too, man. Like, you touching all aspects of these foundational pillars of hip hop culture, man. Like, that new P-Roll joint is a dedication to pretty much graffiti, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again, like P-Roll, to be honest with you, like, G-Fam put me on to P-Roll, and I'd known about P-Roll from being rolling with G-Fam and those guys making music, the Knuckle Draggers.
Knuckle Draggers, yeah.
So, I mean, me and G-Fam, we made 6 projects together, and like, we got 6 projects. I don't even know the names of all of them. Like, they're out there on YouTube and stuff. But he was like, yo, you should send a pack to P-Roll. So I'm like, all right, so I send this pack to P-Roll. He picks out some joints. And I didn't have real expectations or anything like that. I've heard him rap a couple of times, and I'm like, hey, dude's nice. But when he hit me back with the project, I was like, whoa, like, that is really dope. I mean, I don't have many joints where I write songs, and I just spit bars and stuff like that. I'll just be honest. I got a couple projects where, songs, all that stuff like that. So I like to spit. But this joint, I mean, he does both. And a lot of them are real, I want to say personal, meaning that it's like him. So you can understand his interest in, like, the realm of art, like drawing and creating, like that type of shit. But also, like, that cat can rap. Like, he can rap. So, like, that's really one of the favorite projects to be. Speaking of that, I got the joint right here, the tape.
Yeah, I saw you had the tape. That's an ill-looking tape. Yeah, bust it out. That yellow joint, man.
That is fresh.
And I mean,
he did. That's fire, man.
He did all of that.
Oh wow,
that's really sick.
Like,
we hold it up one more time, please.
Yeah. This is the front cover. There's this joint. Then the
that is dope right there. That is really crazy nice. Right there.
I mean,
that's a cool looking tape.
He even did this too with, like, if you call and you get a hold of him to order tape, like, he'll send
those
you
little easels. Those look so fucking cool.
Wow. Shit.
Yeah, I saw he had a little like a story that he had put up where he'd take all of them out, and there was just a bunch of little frames. Then he'd start laying out base coats and stuff. That's so cool.
And I mean, who does stuff like that? It's so personal and so just fresh. You know what I'm saying? and I think the project just reflects his aura, that type of stuff, which is really cool. And like, I'm honored. He was like, yo, you know, Chuck, I love your beats, how they sound and how that, and shit, he did it. I was like, whew, you know, so expect more from, you know, me and P-Ro are going to have some. I'm excited to see what happens next, like where he's going to take stuff. You know,
that's a dope name you got too, yo, P-Ro. Yeah.
So like, I've been lucky though to work with cats that like I don't have to do much. Like I make very bland. Well, I don't want to say bland, but I make beats that I want to write to, and I don't like a lot of variation and change and that type of thing when I'm writing, because I like to just sort of to zone. So like a lot of the beat, I mean, I couldn't write to all the beats I make. I'm not that much of a, you know, my writing process is slow and I chill. I like to take my time. But like, you know, I do make a hell of a lot of beats. So like all the beats are with that in mind. It just works out that I got a lot of cats that I can send shit to that do dope shit with it. So then when it comes back around, it's got Chuck Chan slapped on the cover. Usually the artwork's dope. And then it's like, I get tied in with all these other things, which only adds to helps, you know what I mean? It helps me out, but I figure it's like, you know, one hand washes the other with it, you know?
Definitely.
So I've been real fortunate with that, you know, Back Pain, Killy, me and Substance first project, Chess Pieces.
Chess Pieces,
like,
D.
Yeah, he did.
Came up for Desolate Lands, yeah.
Yeah, we did Chess Pieces first. And you know, like that was another thing. I had sent him a pack, and then he sent me the things back. And like, yeah, DJ Grasshopper. I heard DJ Grasshopper scratch, and that's when I damn near retired. Wanted to cut. So like, you know, just being able to tie all that stuff in, you know, I figure it cuts down a lot of time and labor that I'd have to do, because that stuff takes time. So I like working with artists that take pride and want to articulate their projects like that. And, you know, it frees me up to do that a lot more when they do that, rather than having to, you know, like, I just like to give people a chance to say, you know, do what you got to do with it.
True indeed. Yeah,
you know?
I fucks with that, yo. And I think that's why the notoriety is getting around how it is, because when you're not rapping on your beats, someone else is. And that's how your numbers are getting up there. Notoriety is there. And the one hand watch the other. Yeah, boom. Like, yeah.
You know, I can honestly appreciate your genuine modesty, but I'll flip it and tell you that any one of the rappers that work with you could easily say the same thing. I don't even have to do shit. This fucking dope motherfucker is sending me all this shit, and all I got to do is spit some bars on it, and we got fucking gold. So, you know, yes, it's cool that you know, you're just producing music to produce music, but you should be really commended for what you're doing. It's so fresh.
I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, and I mean, like, you know, I don't know, my shit's dope. You know what I mean? I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like,
stand on that.
You know, back to what we were talking about earlier. You know, for the longest time, it was just, you know, me and Deuce doing stuff, and there wasn't really a scene, or there wasn't. So now to be able to do it where there is sort of a scene, and to get, you know, validated and stuff like that is just really, you know, it's just humbling. You know what I mean? I guess that kind of sounds cliche, but it is.
No, it is.
I mean, yeah.
No, that's fact.
That's fair. Absolutely.
True indeed.
Go ahead. No, Luke, go ahead, man.
I was going into like, no. I mean, boy, I was just gonna go back to the Golden Pipe Dreams album, and you got the Gravy Train album as well, with just like beats.
That's why we on the same team, because that's what I was going to talk about, the Gravy Train too, the beat tape.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, boom, it goes hand in hand. Like, you got the one with the raps, and you got the one with the instrumentals. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but we still haven't went earlier to like the tools. I like to talk to the producers about the tools they use. Sometimes they don't want to give the secret to the sauce. You know what I'm saying? What's in the sauce? Yeah. But when you first started, what were you using to make the beats? When you actually knew what you were doing? I know there's a learning period sometimes whenever you don't. Yeah.
I mean, I lived in 2006 to 2008 or 9. Like I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, wow, okay.
And like I met up with this dude, Benny Knuckles, who's a dope ass producer. If you haven't peeped him, you got to check him out. You know, he really, I loved his shit. Like I always used Fruity Loops, but I bought an SP 1200 down there at a pawn shop.
Okay.
And I had that in my apartment. And I would mess with that, and I sucked at it. You know what I'm saying? But like he was the one that sort of like said, you know, Chan, this is what you might want to, you know, try, because you can get like, I wanted that classic feel that his beats had. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because I was like, wow, this stuff sounds just like the stuff that I like, and so I got that, and I think I ended up giving that to him when I moved back up here because I didn't like it. But I use Fruity Loops. Okay. And let's see, Fruity Loops Studio. Yeah. And I have an old version of it from like I think 2010. And it hasn't been. This computer's never been hooked up to the internet. It never will be. I hope it never dies because I got about 11,000, 12,000 chops.
We got to get you a terabyte brick. Send it to you, man, so you can preserve your shit.
Yeah, I got and the thing is I'm not even really good with like I got my homie Sketch I gotta call is like my tech man. He always comes through and gets me out of jams. So like, you know, we just knock on wood and hope things. But this thing has been really, this computer, I've had it. I've been using the same thing. I'm comfortable with it. I can fly on it. You know, so it's, I don't want to have to do the knowledge with the new upgrades.
I feel you, brother. That's dope. I feel you. At some point I will, but every song I ever did, I did it with this mic and this simple ass inbox right here with these 2 monitor speakers. Every song. Yeah. Like I don't want to upgrade either. Oh, and also I had to downgrade my computer to work with the inbox, to work with the version of Pro Tools I had. So I had a updated version of Windows that wasn't compatible with this program. Yeah, so I had to go to the pawn shop and find an old laptop to work. So I feel you 100%, my guy. Whatever works.
You had mentioned Cool Edit earlier. And back in the early 2000s when I started to learn how to record, I was recording drums and metal and different stuff. I was using Cool Edit Pro. And I have never left that software. Fortunately, Adobe took it over and it became Adobe Audition. And they've since updated and continue to update, but it's still relatively, the bones of it is still Cool Edit Pro. And I've never switched. I've never gone to anything else.
You know what? I want to try. I have it's I think Serato Producer. I just downloaded that because I have a Mac computer. That's where I do recording, you know, Mac Pro Tools, and then I make all my beats on a PC. So it's sort of a pain in the ass because the computers are connected. I got to do the zip drive back and forth. But I got that Serato Pro, but I'm trying to figure out, like, I want to be able to get WAV files. There's some splicer thing that I use in Fruity Loops, but I want to get something that I can just cut audio up and keep it in a folder, so then I can load it up on there. And I use that thing where you take out, I can find a song, I like a bass line, load it up. Then I can take out the bass line, and then from the Mac, run that into my Fruity Loops. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that would be able to give me a whole lot of freedom with what I'm doing, you know, as far as putting stuff together. And freedom. I feel like that would give me a lot of freedom to just make a whole bunch of fresh shit
Definitely.
I like taking, having drums from Delaware, a melody from Maine, and a bass line from the Bahamas, and put them all together or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think it just putting everything together gives it a fresh sound, and the probability of somebody else doing the same three is very unlikely. So I think that's where the freshness
as opposed to just cutting from a sample. Right.
That's why I don't make beats, man. You just gave me a headache, G, talking about doing all that shit. I'm too lazy as fuck to do that. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm like, huh? Then the way I'm like, that's why I don't make no beats, man.
Explain magic so simply, like, you know how to make uranium, right? You just take this, and this, and this is how you get fusion.
Don't get me wrong though, because like I will be quick to just straight up loop something and leave it. Like I don't like essentially, and I've heard this before, like where people talk about like rock Mars, and like how they want their shit to sound like the record.
Yeah.
Like I want my shit to sound like that. If I can squeeze 3 different things in there, then so be it. But if I can sample something and it's good, it's got those things in there, I have no problem with
it's good.
It's good. Yeah. Like you're never going to hear me complaining about the whole loop drum back. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. If it sounds fresh, sounds fresh to me.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
like, that's it.
So whenever
Carl, one second before you go in. The Realist by Mobb Deep, Alchemist beat.
Oh yeah,
it's a straight loop.
Yep.
It's a straight loop. Nothing is added. Carl.
So when I'm working, Audition's got a multi-track function, so I can run 36 tracks or 86 tracks or whatever I want to do. And what I'll generally do is I'll either start with a drum beat, a bass line, or a sample. But I can cut samples in here. So a lot of times I'll just load in WAV files and then just start cutting up and picking out samples, start looping them in there. And then I'll start running it through headphones and lay a drum track on it. And then run that back through and lay a bass track on it and just start stacking. And then I start mixing it down. But yeah, I rarely just cut just a sample.
Yup. Yeah, and I mean, like again, when I think one thing that's in the long run has turned out to help me is because I'm always trying to, make something that's gonna, push my pen, that doesn't push so much. So it starts with that, and if I find something like, oh shit, all right, let me quit doing this and let me start writing something. So then it's like, by the time I start writing something, I'm not gonna go back. I rarely go back and add something to the beat after. You know what I'm saying? If I'm already messing with it and feeling it. So that, and then there'll be times where I'll sit around and just mess around like you do it. So there's really no single one way
specific, to
go about it. There's plenty of ways. And I think that's also, it's all about, keeping it fresh. Make sure the lettuce ain't soggy. You know what I mean? Like, you got, you don't want to have that. You can't have that hot lettuce. The hot lettuce, you don't microwave lettuce.
Never. You can't reheat lettuce. Absolutely not.
Yeah, the burger was done. No worry. You better eat it cold.
Whenever you get a salad from a pizza joint, and they always put the salad on top of the hot pizza. By the time you get the damn thing home, it's all just bleh.
God damn you, DoorDash.
Wilted. Hey, look, hold on.
Go to the albums, Go to Pipe Dream, Gravy Train. Yeah. Let's get to it.
Well, even before we do that, I think just in the way that you were explaining that whole process and the way that you bounce between those worlds, that gives us a unique opportunity. I want to ask you, who are your influences as an MC and who are your influences as a producer? Like, where does that come from? What name your top 5 of each, if you could, of who shaped Chuck Chan? If you had to say just 5.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that would probably change.
Of course, it always changes. Absolutely,
right
that's
off
fair.
The jump, right off the jump, I would say, look at Rock Marciano is just a phenomenal. Like Alchemist says, like an American treasure. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like
both.
Yeah, and I mean, absolutely, just dope. Let's see. I mean, Cool G rap. let's see that, you know, I mean, the Wu-Tang Clan, there's Method Man, there's Jizza, and, you know, also too, I mean, Sean Price, Prodigy. There's so many for so many different reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, but I love the, you know, I love like the East Coast aura. Whether that's the sound of the music or like cadence content. You know, I want people to feel like when they listen to my shit, like, you know, I want some Tim's crush, you know, some shitty ass looking Tim's crunching in the snow. When you walking home, you know, some shitty weather.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I fucks with
you
it.
know,
Yeah.
you know, fucking snow piles. So you can't see the other side of the road.
The brown snow piles from the snow machines that are piling it up on the sidewalk.
That old snow that just been sitting there.
The dirty, you know, just the mud slush stuff.
Mud slush,
you know,
that crunch you can feel in your bones.
All of us, I think that's wild that we can all relate to that. I feel that's a real Great Lakes regional, Midwest regional type of feel. That gray sky that doesn't go away until almost June, right? You know, knowing that you got those piles of snow just sitting around, even when the snow goes away, it comes back and it just snows on top of that. So then it becomes like almost little baby glaciers, man. And like you said, walking through the snow, hearing that crunch in your Timbs,
your nose hairs freezing as you're breathing.
Man, your face having the stripes from the wind blowing on it. I mean, in the
parking lot, in the Walmart parking lot, they pile that shit sky.
Absolutely. That's
and
right.
it'll be all the way up on the pole with the lights and shit.
That's right. They push it into the corners of them big parking lots, them shopping center parking lots. Man, man. See, but that is a sound.
Kid died. My dad said you climb up in there, you might fall down and then you die and you freeze.
Every kid did it though. We all tried to do that.
Hell yeah, we did that shit.
We used to make the climb up on those things and make tunnels and stuff in it.
Absolutely.
So your dad was probably right. It was probably one of the smartest things to do.
Yeah. Word. Someone probably did die in there, yo. He wasn't even lying, yo. But it was like, man, you don't want to have no fun.
One kid died somewhere, like in Ohio, and now all the rest of us around the Midwest and the Great Lakes regions have to worry about this. And it was like one kid that it happened to.
Primo Jack, come on now. You got a son. You don't want your kid climbing on the snow, bro.
I mean, that's
I want him to have adventures.
That's the punky. That's the Punky Brewster.
Punky Brewster.
Episode.
Exactly.
You know, you watch out. You can't play around with refrigerators. You get caught up in the refrigerator. You know,
Did you hear there was a kid in India? They were playing hide and seek or something, and he hid in a shipping container and ended up in another country.
What?
No.
He didn't have nothing to eat. But it was. I think it's far fetched. Because he was like, what? He didn't have nothing to eat or drink for like days.
Yeah, that's wild. He probably drank his piss or something while up in there, man. You know.
Yo, and Chuck, thank you for bringing up Punky Brewster. Cause I forgot all about that motherfucker right there, yo.
Brewster.
Punky, what are you doing, Punky?
Punky Brewster. Let me go to the Googles real quick.
Man. Yo.
Yeah, God, my sister used to love me some Punky Brewster. Now,
Punky Brewster was the shit.
Yo, boom, continue.
Hilarious.
There you go, Punky Brewster, coming up right here.
But no, I mean, so as we're talking about all this,
producer side.
Yeah, who on the producer side? Yeah, because that's a great MC list that you just spit out.
So like,
go ahead with your producer influences.
I mean, I love Alchemist.
Of course,
I love Alchemist. Hold on here. I'm trying to get my phone clipped in here, but I've been like getting that 911 screen up here when I put it there. There we go. All right.
Yo, real quick though, Chan. Yo, man, they had a new Punky Brewster series come out in 2021, man. I didn't know.
Skipped it. Nobody needs to see that. Come on, man.
I ain't watching that shit.
If it ain't the original, we ain't watching it. I'm not watching the new Fresh Prince.
I just got sad when I saw that shit.
Remakes.
That Fresh Prince shit was fire though, bro. I can't front. That shit was dope.
It can't
that
be.
Shit was hard,
I refuse.
I continue.
Into a drama. I have no interest.
Man, that shit was fucking fire. Anyway, continue. Word. Rock Marciano's a good producer and a good rapper. That was the first pick.
You see how
it made me kind of get it. Yeah, but you see, but I'm saying
thing.
Chuck Chan, rapper producer, Rock Marciano, rapper producer too. So boom,
Yeah,
like
that's real.
It made sense.
So
Alchemist too.
Producer, yes. I mean, the Alchemist too. But now another one too, like is Muggs, DJ Muggs.
Yes, sir.
Is I just love the whole sound. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, the RZA. I think the RZA was probably, the most influential. Is just I liked all the darkness of a lot of those sounds and the
Grave
the drums
Diggers
and
time.
yeah, Grave Diggers. Now I'm not even sure.
Yeah,
Prince Paul did a lot of that shit too.
Prince Paul. Now who?
Yeah.
Killer Army.
Oh yeah, Fourth
Killer
Disciple.
RZA's brother.
I recently pulled up.
Killer Army used to have them beats, boy.
Silent Weapons for
Quiet Wars. Oh shit!
And just like
that album is sick.
Just that whole sound is just so like it's just what I mean. It's bananas, man. I love it.
That's one of those. That's one of those albums. I think that's an example of what we've been talking about. Like you can tell that project was just made in somebody's basement over the course of like 3 weeks or something. They all just came down there. They was just trading verses over beats. Like somebody Fourth Disciples like, yo, I got these beats, rhyme over this. And they were just all going down there going crazy. It got like a quick little mix down, turned into RZA like, yo, hey RZA, we made this in the basement. RZA's like, okay, bet I'm gonna put this out. Next thing you know, they touring the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just real raw music.
Raw. It's just raw. Absolutely. Yeah. Killer Army, they were just a raw amalgam. I think the second Killer Army tape. No, the Silent Weapons was the second one. The first tape was the one that was just savage. But that second one, that was a polished savageness, the Silent Weapons. But it still just was ugly.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I got I remember there was a joint called I think Blood for Blood. And I'm not sure.
We gonna dig that up. Or I feel like that is just one of those projects. Absolutely.
But yeah, just I felt like too that did a good job of there would be these obscure maybe almost delicate sounding things with some hard drums would come in, and then you got the guys' cadences. They're all different, and it was really just a cool mixture of sound and a texture that was real cool.
Blood for Blood.
The voice was an instrument with Killer Army to me. Also RZA. I think RZA at one point in time was the best rapper in Wu-Tang for a year and a half.
RZA was
2 years, a year and a half. He was one of the better rappers in Wu-Tang, especially when
that's a big statement there.
It's bold.
Camouflage Chameleon. Ninja scaling the building.
They already got your wife and children. It was said from the president to raid your residence. Oh, come on. Okay, Lukey, you proved your point. I'm sorry.
Then what's the other one? Help me out. Wu-Tang indispensable. Wu-Tang indispensable. Liberty and justice. The mic is in my clutches. Does who bring brushes, leaving crutches.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I think RZA was definitely one of the better rappers at one point in time.
RZA was going crazy. Absolutely, yeah. RZA is up there. Look, he can't beat it. He's indisputable as one of the illest spitters. But I mean, you just really reminded me. Yeah, that verse, that song in general. What is that? Fourth Chamber.
You can see the man's weakness to his iris. Yeah,
that song is just one of the most disgusting, illest versions of hip hop that the world has been blessed with. The only man I hold weight for is the Sky Blue Valley Kid in '86 Rock Taylors. Come on, man. And then Ghostface proceeds to go on a tirade. You know what I mean? Then RZA comes in.
About Wu-Tang though was, I mean, you could name me a weakest member, and I could still point out bars. Bars. Inspector Deck, fucking bars. They were all fucking, they were all fucking dope.
Yeah.
Super freak physique like Raphael Sadiq, baby. Yeah, I like you can't really.
It's yours.
You
Hey,
God.
it's yours. You can't even hate on you, God. He definitely set it off on It's Yours.
Mr. Excitement was whack. It was really whack, you God.
Fuck,
Mr.
one
Excitement.
of my all-time
Leatherface was a decent album, though.
Is Old
People
Dirty
slept on it.
Bastard.
Oh, Dirt. Come on. Dirt was simplistically ill as fuck. He was simple, but the shit he was saying in his stylistic approach to everything, it was a masterclass in the drunken style of emceeing.
Yes.
May he forever be remembered in perfection, man. Old Dirty Bastard is a legend.
We could talk about Wu-Tang for hours.
Let's not go down this rabbit hole.
Can I just make one real quick point? I think,
go for it.
I think Stove God has his kind of swagger.
That's interesting.
Just in that uniqueness, the way he approaches a microphone.
That freeness, that free form.
Not that he sounds anything like him.
I can see that.
I think he has that kind of unique swagger when he gets on. I can see that. Totally his own thing.
I feel like
SD Nack also lives in that world too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like that. Yeah, I mean, those guys can, and I mean, it's all about too. Like, you know, if you can bring that uniqueness to a track, I think that's real attractive.
Yeah,
you know, and it really rounds things out well. I think when there's groups that have, you know, different cadences and
absolutely
people do different things like that. I mean, SD is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? He adds so much, you know, from going back and forth, you know, with Spanish and English to his different cadences and flows. And it's just like, it really is, that shit's magic, you know?
But to your point, it's almost like cooking. If everybody's bringing salt, it's not really going to help.
No, I mean, exactly.
Yeah, gonna be. That's funny.
Wow, Carl, that was science if I heard it.
Not gonna help. Salt Bay.
I know how to season.
True indeed.
Just saying.
What else do we have, fellas? No, we
got plenty.
Well,
what you mean? I got
still ain't
plenty.
really got on the Gravy Train and the Golden Pipe Dreams yet. We still ain't really got to those two
we've
projects
been all over
yet.
the place tonight.
Well, I mean,
True
because you know that's the past. I'm talking about the present, man. Let's talk about you just dropped. Obviously the P-Roll joint. We talked about that. That's out. That's slapping people in the face. But then you got placements always. Again, your name is always popping up. You got the joint with E, the Mad Assassin.
Yeah,
you got a couple joints on there.
Couple on there. Yep.
And then like what else is going on? I really want to talk about the home team a little bit, man, because I feel like I want to know how many of y'all there is. I feel like there's enough crews out here that need to be recognized for what's going on. And putting in their work, and the home team is definitely one of those. And y'all all come from kind of off the beaten path type places, right? And you're yet and still y'all all are unified. How did that come across, man?
I want to say like 2017 to 18. We sort of all just linked together, and I've seen Killy shoot. Like, you know, heard his music and stuff and was just trying to toss packs and stuff like that. And then we ended up linking, and me and Deuce had a project together, Heavy Moves. And I'm not saying that was reason, but like we ended up linking, and then, you know, he knew General Back Pain, and then, you know, Back Pain had hit me up through this, and then we all just sort of linked, and it's, you know, I mean, that's really what it is. Then there's Killy Shoot, there's General Back Pain, there's Deuce Hennessy and Lupus Day. Those are
Lupus Day,
you know,
right?
Yep, those are the rappers. Then there's Onaje Jordan.
Yep.
And then there's Prophecy. So I think that I love the irony in the name that I didn't even really pick up on at first, because I think like Deuce and Killy may have came up with the actual name, but we are anything but home because all of us are from different places, but we still, you know, roll like a household. You know,
wow. Okay.
And it's just we always joke. We always joke too because I think me and Deuce are we like the shortest. I'm 5'10", 5'11". Deuce is around the same size, but like the rest of them cats are all like 6'5". OJ's like 6'8". Big. Prophecy's tall. So it's like we always just laugh. Like if we ever roll into the building together, they're gonna be like, "Yo, where's the home team? They security showed up." So, but it's really good group of cats to be associated with.
That's cool.
That's some wild shit, yo.
I mean, that's I think that's how we sort of came about, and then just continuing to make music and stuff. There's a lot of like Killy. Killy had a bunch of couple projects out too that are like before, Gravy Train, like way before a lot of those. So it's a lot of the stuff too is just on YouTube. We weren't necessarily making like actual tangible stuff yet. We're just sort of putting music out.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but those are my brothers, and like they're the ones that continue to make this shit fun because you can do something and then guys we talk about it just kind of like we doing this type of shit now. It's cool to be able to do that.
Definitely. Have y'all ever thought about putting together like a crew tape?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like everybody is working, everybody's always working on like their own shit. So it's like, it's just been one of those things that, we always support each other's projects. It's been one of those things that it hasn't, really come to fruition. And we're sort of adamant about not forcing it because I feel like we're sort of
organic.
Yeah, and we do that. I feel like we make organic stuff when we just do things, and I feel like to put a label on it, I just feel like we're sort of adamant about letting things come too because that's how things have worked for us, and I don't know if I think that most of them would agree. You would have to ask them also. I mean, so we've never really forced putting stuff out. But I mean, whenever, if Back Pain wants anything from Chuck Chan, he's going to get it. Killy Shoot wants anything from Chuck Chan, they got you. Like, Killy, like, he went from being a dude. Yeah, G-Fam, G-Fam too. Me and G-Fam I actually met him through Back Pain. Back Pain had pointed me out to G-Fam. Like, yo, I like this dude. He always got funny shit. And they did a little joint. And then I just started doing projects with G-Fam. And he's got like, he's not like the original official home team. I've never even talked to G-Fam, what I'm saying, on the phone. No, it's just easy work. Wow. I just send him shit. We just sit here, text back and forth.
Never would have known that. The way that y'all put shit together, it sound like, y'all
hanging in the studio.
Y'all simpatico and shit, man.
Yeah.
Same thing with Killy. I mean, Killy, I'm a big fan of Killy Shoot, man. I think I haven't made any secret about that. Knowledge Born, when it came out, him and Onaje, that shit to me is one of them gems of last year. What about y'all two's chemistry do you like? Because I like you were about to say, I mean, you toss him the oop and he takes it, he slam it. It makes sense. He's 6'5". I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I mean, Killy's just a real cool, solid dude, and like we got actually a project that's almost finished. Where I think it's the first project where he's gonna be rapping over just my shit. But like. So it was, for me, it was like, shit was really awesome because he was like, yo, what's the accent? Yo, Chin, you want to hop on a couple of these joints? And I'm like, yeah, like how, like Heavy Math was, I think the first project, like I got on 2 or 3 of those joints on there. So to have me to be able to be up there rapping with a dude that I was just trying to get beats to, but we had been established as, brothers and friends. Like it was really like, whew. So whatever, but Kelly wants me on something, I'm putting the time aside, it's going to get done, and it goes to the front of, front
priority
of the
list.
Yeah. Same with, that's just pretty much how it is with all them cats, like, and in reverse too, if I need something, like, it's just how it works.
Nice.
I love hearing about them brotherhoods, man. That's dope shit. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yep.
Indeed.
And I think if we didn't roll the work together like we did, then I don't think that we would have, the success that we do, because I think, by working together and keeping working and not having, like, just supporting each other.
That go a long way. It absolutely goes a long way.
So indeed, I think the back to the home team name, I think home is the music. You know what I'm saying? Word. I mean, y'all all come together and be at the same spot. You know what I'm saying? That's what my imagination brings. You know what I'm saying? I lived in a place I didn't want to be at. My imagination took me to like 8 different galaxies. You know what I'm saying? The music brings y'all home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the home team, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all found your likes finally, because it was tough. It was a period of time. It was tough. It was lonely out here. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Man, I think anybody that messes with the music, can be like that. And it's like, it sucks when you're doing something that you feel you're good at and you love it, and you don't get the recognition. And a lot of cats just, stop, or life takes them here or there, but like, that's been the common thread with all of us, is we've all shared those stories and laughed about stuff and looked at, we're just still doing it. And that's the important thing. And, that's realistic with shit. Like all of us are like more so process driven, I think, than like worrying about outcomes, that type of thing.
Deuce, you've been knowing Deuce for a long time, huh? And y'all ain't stopped. Yeah. So like, boom, that's the greatest thing. You know what I'm saying? The greatest thing, y'all ever continue to make music. That's the biggest thing, is continue to do it. You get better at your craft. You shoot free throws long enough, you're gonna get good. Well, maybe not. Shaq.
Deuce and I we were like challenging. We were rivals in high school on a basketball team.
Oh wow.
That's so there's always just been that element of competition with me and him. And, like he's, one of my best friends. Mm. And it's just been the same thing, with the music. And it's just, fun shit to do to connect,
Indeed. But how many of you people you've known that have stopped this shit? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't do it no more. I'm like, damn. Like, this motherfucker was nice as shit, but they just don't do it no more. Like, they just don't do it. So,
yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, I can think of people that I know. I mean, I'm not gonna call people out names and stuff. I could probably think of people just from growing up. Or,
I don't remember your name, no names. I'm saying, I don't want to smoke.
Like, it's just like it's you know what I mean? It's just, I think we all have had people that, that either whether you grow out of something or grow into something else.
Mm-hmm. That's a great way to put it.
I love that fact. We capitalize off people quitting all the time. Like, what the tables that you got was new? Maybe not. I remember I got my shit. My inbox was used when I got that shit. Somebody quit. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, you quit. I got your monitors and your inbox. Yeah,
no, so that's a fact.
Yeah. Word.
That MP that you got, or that SP that you got down there at the pawn shop, that was because somebody said, you know what? Yep. This isn't for me. I'm going to go be an accountant.
Yeah, you know, and that's.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably making a bunch of bread too, more bread than.
Congratulations to them, but there's always that part of their soul that's sad. Like, damn, I could have made those beats.
I could have been something.
Damn, I could have been on something.
This could happen too. Someone might have pulled a kick door. Yeah, someone might have pulled a kick door, took the MP and pawned it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
or
damn,
somebody
my
could be like,
gone. Yeah,
somebody could be like Tone Beats walking into your house and saying, "Hey, I like your beat machine. Let me take it. I'm taking that. You pay that to me for the services I've done."
This is just for me and Primo Jam.
Beats.
This is me and Primo Jam. Reed Richards. Remember Reed Richards?
Oh man, or you could be somebody that develops a crazy dope habit and sells all your products, and it's like, oh well, you know, I don't care about my passion for making dope music. I care about my passion for smoking meth.
That's Lee Harvey Oswald. It's a legendary group. Well, they had a chance to be legendary. They didn't really.
They had a chance to be legendary. Absolutely, they did.
They did. They were wearing ski masks, doing live beat shows, and rhyming. Reed Richards was a battle rapper too. But he all of a sudden looked like
my brother threw up on him.
Word, Mega.
yeah, Mega. So we used to terrorize. Shout out, he gonna be at that show February 23rd, 529. We celebrating, man. It's a celebration. He'll be performing. But yeah, man, we used to terrorize this venue called the Apache Cafe, man. During the battle rap days, we used to get up there during MC Fight Club. Shout out Drez the Beatnik. And man, Mega versus Reed Richards was one of the highlight marquee matches, actually. And my brother Mega, he got up there, he was rapping, and Reed Richards was rapping. And Mega, he's a kid that likes to party. He's been known to indulge. And sure enough, they was rapping, and Drew, Mega was going hard and happened to Earl on Reed Richards' shirt during the middle of his rapping. And Reed Richards was like, what? I'm pretty sure that's when he decided he needed to smoke meth to get rid of the pain of being earled on by a man in front of everybody. I think he's won, but anyway.
Your brother was spitting that real.
He was spitting that raw, shout out Mega, man. Mega, that's one of, when we were kids, me, Mega, and God bless B, we formed something called the Emcee Def Squad, and we used to ride around the city of Chicago. And this is a fact. You can ask anybody from Chicago during that era. We would pull up in various places. It could have been a drug tip. It could have been just a cipher downtown in the library. But we would pull up. God bless Beats was the illest beatboxing motherfucker there was. He is raw with beatboxing. And we would hop out of cars and we would run up like, oh, y'all think y'all rapping? And we would just go crazy. I would set it off and I get busy. And we come from that era of cipher battling. So, I'd take out 3 or 4 people. They'd send their rawest person in and I would just put that smile on my face like, okay, yeah, great. Mega, sick 'em. And MC Megaton go in there like a Megaton bomb and go crazy. Goes crazy. Like he's a threat out here. No, that happened. That ain't happened until the later era of life. In the pure young era, we used to hold our liquor much better. But
that only works in a rap battle if you can follow it up with a really dope line. Like
Lady Gaga shit. Lady Gaga shit.
I think the whole crowd was kind of astonished at what they saw and like everything. It was kind of like the mic dropped at that point. I don't know what happened after that. It was a long time. Those were the days.
I can't believe this shit, yo.
Yeah, man. But anyway, yeah, man. Wild times, man. Wild times in Atlanta, man. Atlanta shit, man. Old Atlanta shit.
You got to get down here, my dude. You got to get down here, Chuck. Yeah. We got it's.
Yeah, come fuck with us, Chuck.
Have you been to Atlanta before?
I've been to Atlanta. Oh man, it was a long time ago. I was a young party. Like I was Buckhead, and I had a buddy that went to I think Georgia Tech. And I stopped there for like a day because I was at my best friend's wedding somewhere else in Georgia, and then I scooted over there for like a night, and then I think flew back up here.
Right on. Well, yeah, you got to come down here, come kick it during a righteous time, man. We'll have a ball.
So indeed.
We'll hang out, man. Come during the summer.
Yeah, A3C is in October. Maybe we'll have something for A3C or some shit
if they have it again. Yeah, we'll see.
They're probably gonna have it. Yeah, they're probably gonna have it again, yo. It's been
we need to do something with them.
Yeah, it's been too lucrative lately.
They didn't do it last year
because it was after COVID, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how lucrative was it if they didn't do it
before? It was lucrative.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, no, that's my point exactly.
They didn't want to, I guess, have the big festivals or shit. I think they're gonna do it again. But yo, we got to get everybody down here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get the home team down here, Umbrella down here, Madam motherfuckers down here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, you the glue that holds everything together with the home team and the Umbrella. You know what I'm saying? So boom.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
good point, Lukey.
Yeah, that's the Umbrella. They got a lot of talented dudes, cool dudes. You know what I'm saying? Real heavy hitters. You know?
Yep.
They working right now.
A lot of personalities. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what makes this genre or lane of social media better. That's why it's like I don't see that many pictures of you on your social media though. You know what I'm saying?
I stay out the way. My mother told me I was handsome. My mom told me I was handsome, and I believe that I stay out the way with a lot of the things.
I'm with you there.
I got a story about the like Umbrella, which I think is a cool little like piece of history. So I got this project called Polly by the Powder Keg, and it's with the Pad Scientist, who was with the Umbrella, but then he just disappeared.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
they had that happen to several members that are just
I don't even want to
That's
talk
weird.
about.
But anyway,
but like
it's different.
And whatever, I don't.
Well, there's different stories. Yeah.
No ill will, whatever. But the interesting
ipso
thing
facto
is that project, like it's only on YouTube. It got taken off, like Bandcamp got taken off of streaming, but like I think that was a project that Sub had heard. And I mean, I'm rapping over Pad's it's all Pad's beats. And I got all my buddies on HomeTeam, G-Fam up. And like, I think Sub had heard that and reached out to me. And then that's how, after that, later we put chess pieces together. But I just think it's interesting. And that was before Sub was even, on the Umbrella.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just, I feel like that's a cool little piece there, because I remember having like on the project, like there's the Umbrella tag on a couple of things. Umbrella, like the beat tag thing that they use.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like cats will go, if people go listen to that, they might listen to that and think that like I'm associated or like a rapper for the Umbrella. Like I just don't think many people have heard the project. It's a dope ass project though. All the beats are dope. I think I came with it pen wise. So, it's if you ain't heard that project, you have to check it out on YouTube. I don't know how the things work with, putting stuff. At some point, I might try to put it back up or whatever like that. But I'm just trying to focus on new shit now and worried about stuff. But it's just that it was frustrating with me because that. The project is just gone, and I put a lot into it. So it's sort of frustrating. But
fret not, beloved. Fret not, because YouTube is still the number one place that people listen to music.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Which I still sometimes refuse to believe that. You know what I'm saying? But it's the numbers say YouTube is the place that people listen to music the most.
Number one service for music. That's right. When those numbers come out, shout out Wendy Day. She always putting up the good stats. If you don't follow her, follow her.
Yeah. What was her name again?
Her name's Wendy Day, man. She's somebody who's been very foundational in this hip hop game for a long time. Okay. And right now, what she's doing, she's crusading to enlighten people who are coming up in the business about the business, because it is a business. Yep. So it's not just something like you said where you can come in and just, I love this, I'm just doing it for the love. No, you got to have your paperwork right. You got to know the numbers that you're trying to look for. You got to know the demographics that you hitting. And she's pulling people's coattails because she's a very successful manager of people. She's been around since the old MC Breed, Tupac, all these days, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, she's put in her work. She's a very solid individual. Yeah, if you look her up on Instagram, she always puts up dope stats.
Yeah.
Windy Day, Windy Day, Windy Day. Used to manage Twister, I believe.
Yep.
She used to manage a bunch of people. I think she was with Cash Money when they got their $30 million deal. She helped them somehow get attached to Universal. Like she's a super solid person in the music industry, and she's spending a lot of time right now just dropping gems to up and coming people who have an inkling to want to get into the business and want to be successful. She's sharing her knowledge. So yeah, she dope.
Yeah, it's always cool to learn all. Mm-hmm.
So Chuck, what we got to look forward to? What you got next, man? What's on the horizons, yo?
We got me in general. Like, well, I know I got a joint with E.L.E.M.N.T, joint with Supreme Cerebral coming up.
Okay.
And I'm not, I don't know. It's still in the early stages, so I don't know to what capacity, but you know what I'm saying? That I know that I hope for sure it comes up because, Supreme Cerebral is dope. One project that I know for certain is it's me, General Back Pain, and a dude by the name of 10th Dan from Australia.
Okay.
And the project, the name of the project and the actual sort of the group is called Pork Pie. And it's all three of us. So, we all spitting, Back Pain coming with it. I'm doing the beats. Dan is, he's a talented rapper and also like he's real dope with doing like video type animation and then artwork. So I don't know. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with all that. I know I'm pretty sure he's gonna do like the art and stuff with it. But that's something that like this guy just sent me 6 verses yesterday. Last night I was up late putting things together. The project's really coming together well. And then also like the project with Killy is, that's just damn near finished. I've been waiting on just a couple of things. So I don't know when things are going to drop, but I would say the Killy project and the Pork Pie with General Back Pain and 10 Dan is going to be coming probably sooner than later. Also,
Pork Pie, I hear aggressiveness.
Yeah, I don't. It's. I guess I feel like I'm listening to the project, and I feel like people get it when they hear it. I don't want to say too much and get into explaining because I like to let people do that and let them, let people go listen, figure it out. Now I think, I got packs out, a lot of packs out all over the place. I know me and Sub always are going to have some stuff. Let's see, Clipto Beats.
Clipto, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on some stuff and like, but we've been, talking here and there. And it's like, I was just told him like, look, man, I just want to send you packs and you figure out who's going to do what with what.
Okay.
And I'm just going to hit you with the pack. So, he's a real knowledgeable cat. We've spoken frequently and, so got that lined up. I feel like I've been, for the past 2 years too, like sort of like been in like, I've been in Featureville, hopping on, getting 16s on joints here and there, which I like, but I want to get back to, coming up with some of my own shit. I like to get back to actually rapping over my beats like I used to.
Definitely.
You thinking about putting together your own compilation, man? You might as well do your own kind of tape and just invite MCs to join you as you get busy.
Yeah. I'd like to do that, but it's a real time consuming process.
I can believe it.
Of sending stuff out and then figuring out who wants to do what and I don't want to tell nobody what to do. That just takes a lot of, you know what I mean?
It's not organic. You like the organic aspect of it. I get it.
Yeah. So
that's
like,
dope.
but I can see something. I've thought about that. I've thought about that in the past and stuff like that. I got, let's see, I think Maze Overlay and I might have some work. Real cool cat.
Yeah, he's awesome. But again, I love that guy.
I don't know, like I can't say timelines for anything like that, but we're definitely gonna be having things work, for the up and coming year.
True indeed, yo. It's only 2 months in. You know what I'm saying? So boom, we ain't even done with the first quarter yet. So a lot more on the horizons. Here's my problem, Chuck Chan. Sometimes organic shit, it just don't get done. Like, so I hate the fact, like, boom, I know you don't want to tell people, do you want to organically happen, but sometimes they need that little nudge. I know I need that nudge like a motherfucker sometimes, like, hey, yo, do this. Okay, yeah, I got it. Word. So, like, so, yeah.
Yeah, word, and I mean, it's like, and I mean, I feel, no, I definitely, you're right. You're exactly right. But I look at it too, like, I mean, I don't want to make time like my enemy. I mean, I'd rather have an artist not like me than me have issues with time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel that, I mean, who knows? I could feel different tomorrow because, time is a funny and it's an elusive thing. But I feel like, where I'm at now, I don't want it to be my enemy. So I choose to try to move how I feel where it's not, like make it my friend, make it help me to build my art in a way that is not rushed or hurried. So that, I mean, that's how I feel I've been successful. And that's sort of what's gotten me to this point. As far as working with music, it's something that I do. I mean, as much as I can, I do it every day. And when I don't, then I get anxious. And then I start to think about time. And I don't like doing that. When I'm working with the music, it's not, it's not something that's on a schedule. However, I do it religiously. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it just feels more natural to have things that way, rather than and that's the beauty too of having like things independently. Like I don't think I'd be able to function on a rigorous schedule. I got to do this and that. Like you have to rap tonight, or you have to. I wouldn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I would enjoy it.
I kind of agree with you, but I just don't. I'm a super fragilistic expialidocious motherfucking procrastinator. So like Big Ghost hit me, hey man, I got this project, the Conway project. Hey, you send me a skit when you need it by the morning. Oh, what I got you. I go home, do it. Someone pays me to do something, I'll do it the next day. You get $10 off. I'll get it to you in 24 hours. Yeah, I work better like that. And usually that's when okay, you at the free throw line. You play basketball. Free throw line. I love feeling the fucking butterflies in my stomach. Like I don't know if we're gonna win or we're gonna lose. It's probably why I still play basketball to this day. Cause I just don't. I love being under the pressure. If I don't make this shot, we could be down by 6. If I make this shot, we down by 3. And we know we're gonna win. I kind of like that feeling sometimes. So I'm just a weird motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
No, I mean that makes I think that makes sense. You know what I mean? That does make sense. You know what I mean? I guess I think I have other areas in my life where I wouldn't necessarily say I get butterflies in my stomach, but where there's pressure. You know what I mean? And when I step into the Chuck Chan role, this character, because that's what it is. That I want to leave my coat at the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, So I mean, that's just, you know what I mean? Who knows? Shit could change. I mean, if I could make money and have to do that stuff, I would do it, because like I'm no bum ass cat. Like anything I do and put time towards, I'd like to do a good job with it.
Indeed.
So I mean, it would take practice and work and growth and change, and I can fall flat on my face with it. But I'm just not at that, man. I'm not at that point yet, you know.
No, you don't have to, because it's work. Yeah, it's working wonderfully right now. So don't change nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You're on the right path.
Shit. Yeah, you're definitely doing the right path.
And you don't want to be a procrastinator like me, yo. You don't want to be a procrastinator.
No, don't get me wrong, man. I do spend a lot of time down here, in, you know, my basement, just bullshitting. So it ain't like I'm not trying to be like that. I ain't trying to be like that guy that's, you know, 24/7 grind, no sleep type shit. I'll be down here
knocked out, huh?
Just, you know what I mean? Getting into the So
you got hella records back there too, yo.
Yeah, I got hella mess back there too. That's like it's pretty chaotic. I'll show you. I'm not taking a piss either. I'm getting some tea. I don't know if you could.
It'd be okay if you were. You know, you just got to be low key with it. That's all.
Yeah.
You know?
I was doing this earlier and I forgot that I didn't know if my mic would pick it up or not, but it sounded like. Right. So yeah, this is the lab. You know,
man, it's so gritty back there. I love it, man. Yeah, it looks dope. Definitely your soundscape.
There's a lot of 45s and shit on the floor. I got more records out in the other room out there than I got. My dad got me this Miles Davis poster a while back.
Oh, nice.
That's big as fuck, yo, Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's there then. You know, this is where the music is made.
Oh yeah, that's where it takes right there.
You know what's another crazy thing is that I got another Mac that's behind me, and when you was talking about, you know, compatibility with operating systems and all that stuff, I used that like 2 years ago, and the operating system got switched up, and I'm not a computer guy, but you know, I lost hella shit.
It's just sitting on there. You can't access it, or it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh no!
Or like
you didn't need it.
Look, yeah, you know, and there's like, you know, plugins. Can't use different. I used to mix a lot of shit down. Like projects.
Yeah. Because oh my god, yeah.
So
wow.
like I mean, there's early projects that I did. You know, there's a project called What It Is, a project called Heavy Moves, even the Golden Pipe Dreams joint. Like I mixed all those down, made all the beats. I did all the scratches on all those projects. Those were all done on that computer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that really sort of took a lot out of sort of momentum HomeTeam wise, because I could do a lot of stuff. I mean, Killy does his shit too. So he's regardlessly good, but like a project me and General Backpain did called Low. Like I mixed it down on there, you know, so there's been just hella work put in on that computer. But you know, this was 2-3 years ago. But what enabled me, because I had stopped working in that capacity, I was really able to write more, just make beats.
Okay.
Yep.
So all the energy I used to sit mixing and doing that, I don't have to really do that anymore. I kind of, you know, I go out elsewhere. Like Tally Rodriguez has been just incredible with, you know, the workload that dude puts out and the sound. It's great because I feel like how he makes the stuff sound when he mixes a project for me or for other people, that's just what I want it to sound like.
Okay.
Phil Gector, he's from Australia with the Crate Cartel. I think he rolls with them. He's got a real interesting sound, and it makes me not really even want to mix because I like those sounds.
Good engineers are priceless, man. Good, a good mix down, priceless.
You know, so it's I guess I lose a little bit of freedom, but I've never been disappointed with anything that those guys have done. I've never even questioned like, hey, you know, so that's also a good feeling to have after having the not so good feeling of, you know, losing that.
I think it's one of those things where you had to lose that, because if you didn't lose that, you wouldn't have been motivated to elevate to the next level and get your momentum going even faster.
Yep.
So it's just one of those things. I think you have to make a sacrifice of something, and once you do sacrifices and let go something that you really love, it opens you up for even more dope shit to come into your life. So
that's God's way of moving. Yeah.
Yo, this shit was incredibly sacrificial. Incredibly sacrificial, like on the top of a pyramid to have the sun come up.
You know, yeah, facts.
This right here,
you did that shit.
But
this is 3 terabytes of shit right here of when I was Israel, and it's about 1 terabyte of shit in here, and I just refuse to throw it away. So I think I can get the data back out of here, but I never. It was so expensive back when it fucked up. It would cost me like $500 to get all the data. They told me to recover the data. It'd be like $500. I was like, I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. So I'm like, yeah. So
like, it's like, and like I said, like, I'm pretty not
moving
good
forward
with computers, you know. But yeah, you can move forward too. Yeah, for sure.
But you're moving forward. You're not gonna try to get that.
I don't know, because I just don't. I'm already moving along with what I got going with the new stuff. So it's not by any means like I don't even think about it. I think this just chilling over there. I mean, if someday I probably
over there.
Yeah.
You gonna sell it? You just gonna keep it there just for memories, or?
You know, maybe I haven't really thought about it. Just sort of, it's like that Chronic tape I lost, man.
Oh,
honey,
and it comes full circle.
Full circle. That's how we do it here. Absolutely.
You know,
that's wild, man. Yeah, that's dope, man. Carl, Carl, pretty much. We have anything else before we wrap it up here?
Yeah. Just real quick, I just wanted to tell you I'm really, really thankful that you were able to stop by. Not just because you dropped so many gems, but you know, I've been really kind of going through your catalog for a while now, and you know, we had Substance on, and I tried to do what I could to support that drop. But you know, you're so talented, and what you've been doing with the HomeTeam collection, I really want to kind of see. I would love to see personally you guys get together and do like a crew tape. Would be really, really dope. So. But you know, anytime you're in the A, please, you know, hit us up. We've definitely got you covered. You know,
most definitely.
And when you've got some other stuff to drop or something, you know, Primo Jab's the booking specialist. He gets us lined up. But yeah, just you got to come back, man.
For sure, most definitely. I appreciate you guys for asking me to come on, man. It's been real cool. You know, don't be strangers either. You know where I'm at. Just hit me up. You know what I mean? Anything is always a pleasure.
What up, yo? What up? Primo Jab.
Yo, again, I think Carl said it all, but again, man, thank you for taking some time to come and sit with us. I really do admire the fact that you are one of the staples of the Insomniac Top 10. That's a place where I check for a lot of dope music. And you're at the helm of 60% of everything that's on every issue. And it's looking at where you are right now in this basement. It makes sense that you're in the foundation of the grime and the filth, and the lab that you're in is just, it looks like a hip hop laboratory. And it's dope. You're a dope individual, man. Appreciate you again for showing up. Man. You'll be back. We'll kick it. This was just to have you come out so that everybody else could get to know you if they weren't already familiar, man. So, we just happy to have you come and kick it and hang out, man. We had a good time, man.
Me too. I really appreciate, the opportunity and stuff, man. For real.
True indeed.
No doubt.
We appreciate, once again, we do appreciate you coming on here, taking your time, and saying you could be anywhere else, but you came to kick it with 3 motherfuckers like us. Know what I mean? Word. We brought back Punky Brewster, man. Word.
Punky.
That shit wild as fuck, yo. Boom, boom, boom. But yo, once again, thank you for coming on the show, man. A lot more work is coming out in 2023 from this brother right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So stay tuned. It's the home team. You know what I'm saying? It's the home team, yo. Boom, boom, boom. Keep spitting them fire. Keep spitting that fire. Keep that pen sharp like always, man. We'll get you back on here soon, man.
All right, that's what's up.
That's what's up,
fellas.
yo. We'll see y'all next week, motherfuckers. Word. Bong, bong.
Peace, yo.
Yeah.
R.I.P. True Boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, also, before we hang up, March 3rd is my birthday. That's the same day De La Soul is dropping their catalog on all streaming services. So buy one album or stream it all day long. Stakes is high. Go play all day long, whatever. I don't know. Do
they
something.
need to buy the whole catalog. You need.
I'll be broke.
I'll
be broke. Oh yeah, Stakes is high. That's one of my favorite albums of all time, right there. Gun Control means using 2 hands in my land. That's one of my favorite lines of all time, yo. Are you a De La fan, Chuck?
I am. My older cousin was really into De La and stuff. I mean, I think I would be, I fell more into like, with Tribe and stuff like that.
Yeah,
true indeed.
But I don't know if that's a thing. But yeah, I mean, De La Soul, that's
adjacent.
They did.
Oh yeah, they were tight.
True indeed.
Mm-hmm.
True indeed. It's like I think me and you are close to the same age, so it's like a little bit. Tribe was us, and then a little bit before is De La Soul.
A little
bit before that is Gangstar. You know what I'm saying? So you had the Gangstar, De La, Then you add like a Tribe. So I think, but I love Gangstar. I loved Gangstar.
Oh my god!
And I love De La.
Yes.
But Tribe was. I felt like Tribe, was definitely like us. They were like kind of like Flyer. True indeed. Wu-Tang and Tribe. But Tribe had the hats on, the dope hats, and the jerseys. Wu-Tang was something that I loved the music, but I felt like I could have been like hanging out with Fife and Q-Tip. Like I couldn't, I wouldn't get shot at and nothing like that. When I was, or I had to carry a razor blade under my tongue when I was with Wu-Tang. But I love that shit. Shout out to Boss Son.
I smoked a lot of blunts, so I felt the woo. But I mean, Midnight Marauders. Midnight Marauders was that shit. Shout out Jason State, my cousin. He sent me the first Wu-Tang tape. He gets shouted out on Wu-Tang Clan. Ain't nothing to fuck with. So we official. I've been down with Wu-Tang since Wu-Tang was Wu-Tang. So that's how that is in my life.
That's what's up, man. I actually remember that shout out. It comes like towards the end of that shit.
Yeah. True. Yeah. Jason State. Yeah, that's my cousin. Jason State. Yeah. He gonna be at the show February 23rd, man. 529 in Atlanta this week, Thursday, because we in the future.
I'm gonna be there. Boom, boom, boom. But like I said, Wu-Tang Clan nothing to fuck with. I ain't say that.
Fucking right.
Right, we see y'all next week, yo. Peace.
All right, y'all.
Chuck Chan.
Peace, yo.